Hey everybody, REVan Evan at the SEMA show, and we're with Josh Lupu. He's with Webasto, and he's got this awesome 2019 Mustang. If you want to fill this thing up, you don't go to the gas station. You plug it in. 1,000 pound-feet of torque.
That's
Tell
right.
me about what's going on here.
Yeah, so we started with the 2019 Mustang. We took out the gasoline engine and replaced it with a dual-coil motor and made it up to the factory transmission.
Oh, wow. So it's got an MT82 stick in it. So how does it drive? What's it feel like? It's got to be really powerful.
It is. With 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, it's an absolute animal, but it's tame when you need it to be. You're shifting like you would just a manual GT Mustang.
Right.
We have a dual disc clutch, and the pedal feel is phenomenal.
Okay. Talk to me about range.
Range? So we're still doing a lot of testing on range, and we don't have any numbers to release, but stay tuned for that.
Okay, how about burnouts?
Burnouts, a lot of burnouts.
It does good burnouts, I bet?
It does, because you can keep it in first gear is useless. It's a lot of fun, and then you start in second gear, still roasting the tires in second gear.
Awesome. Can we take a peek under the hood and
Let's
see
do
what this
it.
thing's all about?
Yeah.
All right. Unconventional. Not a Coyote. Not an Eco Boost. It's like an Electro Boost.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
You like that?
Yeah.
Patent that.
So what we have here is an 800 volt system. 1/3 of the batteries are under the hood where the internal combustion motor used to be. And then over the rear axle are the other part of the batteries. Underneath this battery pack, you can see the motor if you look down there. And on top are the dual inverters, and that's what powers that motor.
So what did you have to do to the actual engine bay to get this to fit?
So we didn't modify the bay at all. We spent man hours upon man hours designing this thing in CAD before we ever touched the vehicle.
Okay.
Through SEMA's Ford data transfer system, we had access to OEM data. We packaged this thing so that the batteries fit here within the engine bay and then over the rear axle.
So what do you do for cooling? Because electric motors get hot.
Yeah.
What do you do for cooling?
So we have a thermal management system that both heats and cools the battery. So we have a coolant loop for the batteries itself,
Right.
for the inverters and the motors, and then also for the cabin, because there is no waste heat anymore because there's no gasoline engine.
Right.
We have a heater specifically for the cabin.
Man, I feel like we got to go hunt down some Teslas.
That's right.
Cool. Hey, and also you won a pretty cool award, right? Well,
Yeah.
actually, let's bring in the. I'll let you hold it.
So Webasto is humbled and honored to have received the Best of Show stand award from Ford Motor Company.
That's impressive. This thing weighs a ton too.
It is. It's a nice award.
Wow, pretty cool. All right. Yeah, we can roll, right? So Josh, you've added some style to the car, far beyond just the beautiful exterior. It looks like you got a set of custom Recaro seats in here.
Yes, Recaro was a great partner in this. We have the Sportster GT seats, and then we also reskinned the rear seats in the same pattern as the front.
Okay, I like it. And obviously some blue accents and different things going on in the interior. Still a stick shift, like we said. The biggest difference is that screen.
The screen, yeah. So we have a 10.4 inch touchscreen, which we have custom developed this interface to read all the powertrain vitals. So you can read battery voltage, battery temperature,
Okay.
motor temperature, and then on the next screen we can even see what drive mode we're in. So we have valet,
Right?
sport, track, and beast. And beast is where you get your full
I
1,000
love
foot-pounds of
beast.
torque.
I got to drive the beast mode. Now, with electric cars, maintaining proper battery temperature and things like that is very important.
Right.
Right. So does this have monitoring systems or systems within the car itself that help keep the battery in the proper heat range?
Absolutely. So we have cell group monitoring, meaning we have so many electronics on this, we know what each individual cell is doing so that we can monitor that temperature and keep it where it needs to be.
Right. Even things for like charging the battery, for optimum charging, the battery needs to be at a proper temperature, correct?
It does, yes. It operates in a range that's healthy, but when it needs to discharge, it needs to be in that range for longevity.
Okay, very cool. What do you foresee the range being on something like this, like once you get everything figured out?
I see it's got 75 kilowatt hours of energy, so
Okay.
you could look at other vehicles on the road to get a general idea, and it all depends on how far you put that foot on the floor, right? How much torque you're using, but we expect it to have a nice healthy range.
Nice. Now, will this also be available with the automatic, or are you just going to stick with the stick?
So this is our one-off car, our prototype project vehicle that at this point is just a stick, and we chose that to keep all the power and control in the driver's hand. There's a lot of people that like automatics, a lot of people that like sticks, but here driving it, you have all the control and power right with that transmission.
Well, it sounds like it's a lot of fun, and once you get it figured out, I'd love to take it for a ride.
Sounds good.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.